For the last 6 years, the Ford Focus has ruled in the land of hatchbacks. Its looks were revolutionary, and even today, in its old age, it's still amazing to drive. But now the old warrior is dying, and the rivals are swarming in to carve up the kingdom. There's loads of them: the bulletproof Toyota Corolla and Honda Civic, the chic old Renault Megane, the spacious Seat Altea, and leading the attack, the new sharp-suited Vauxhall Astra, and the evergreen, iconic Golf. Time then for the Focus to come out fighting. This is the brand new one. It's on sale in a few weeks' time, so let's have a look at it. And just to liven things up, we'll let out its two biggest rivals, the Astra and the Golf.
Now, as you probably guessed, this car has got a lot to live up to. And we start, well, with bad news, frankly. I mean, just look at it. The old Focus was, well, a bit of a head-turner. It was a real love or hate car, and that's good. But this one, this is a brand new car, and you're going to have to point that out to people. Tell them, or they won't even notice it.
Let me show you what I mean. This is the most important new car of the year, and here it is on the high street on a Saturday afternoon, months before it will actually go on sale. Let's see how many people give it a second glance. Oh, here we go. No, he didn't. No. Baldy? No. Oh dear. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if it was just up against something as conservative as the Golf. But alongside the new Astra, the Focus looks desperate. Inside or out, the Vauxhall is definitely the more handsome car.
I mean, just look at it in here. It's so much more modern and refreshing.
So, first strike to the Astra on looks. But then the Focus starts to fight back. It may be quite incredibly drab and dreary in here, and trust me, it is. But there is an air of quality to it. The plastics feel classy. The switches feel just better put together than before. And all the knobs and anything you have to operate feel chunky. And the space back here is, well, amazing. Even the 3-door is enormous. And the boot is bigger than anything Volkswagen, Vauxhall or anyone else can throw at you. And then there's the question of price. All these cars are poshish, high-powered diesel versions. All of them have alloy wheels, aircon, a full half a dozen airbags, CD player and 6-speed gearboxes. But whilst the Focus costs £17,375, the Astra is £600 more. And the Golf is £18,500, a full £1,100 more. So, the newest car here is also the cheapest and the roomiest. 2 strikes to Ford. The Focus is starting to show its class behind that dreary face, and it's got one more weapon up its sleeve.
And that's the way it drives. Now, this was the old Focus's party piece, so let's see if it's passed on the torch. Oh, yes. For a family hatchback, this is still a real giggle. The steering is sharp, much sharper than you'd expect it to be. The Golf and the Astra might have improved in recent years, but they're still nowhere near as pin-sharp to drive as the Focus.
It's actually pulled off a clever trick. You see, the ride is better than the old Focus. It feels more refined, more grown up than the old Focus, and yet it's just as much fun.
I just know, on a very ordinary morning, on a very ordinary dash to a very ordinary train station, this would put a bigger smile on my face than any of the others.
Under the skin, then, the new Focus is a very good car. But it blows its own trumpet so badly with those dull looks. The question is, will it get under your skin the way the old one did?
So really, it's just a styling issue that we're worried about, and I've got a theory on that.
Oh, really?
No, it's a good theory, this one. These cars become so common that they're like pylons.
Big wires
You
hanging
just
off
no,
them.
you just don't notice them, so it doesn't really matter. So long as it's not offensively ugly, so long as it's not a Kia Rio, for example, it doesn't matter that it's a bit bland.
Regrettably, I think on this occasion your theory stands up. I think you're right. It doesn't matter. And if you take the looks out of the equation, then that's it. I think we're probably agreed.
Yeah.
The Focus is the
Focus
best
is
of this.
number one. Unless, of course, what you've always wanted is like a car of this size and price, but with a steering wheel that when you turn it, the middle stays where it is. If you've always wanted that, Focus is no good.
That's really funny.